And dozens of tractors are descending on Melbourne to protest plans to build transmission towers on farmland in regional Victoria. Holly Edwards-Smith is live at the rally outside State Parliament. Holly, what are you hearing there?
Well, Ash, farmers, hundreds of them, have gathered on the front steps of Victorian Parliament today. They're pushing for their voices to be heard. We've heard a number of chants already this afternoon calling on the Premier Daniel Andrews as well as Minister Lily D'Ambrosio to listen to them. This is all in relation to a proposed plan by the Australian energy market operator to build about 190 kilometres of high voltage overhead transmission lines through Victoria's west. And to do that today, they have turned out in their hundreds, some of them have travelled hundreds of kilometres to be here this afternoon, and as you can see, dozens of tractors have begun driving outside of Victorian Parliament. They're doing loops full of signs. We have been told that they are following all road procedures and shouldn't be posing a threat to other motorists rather than maybe just a traffic log. But their real issue here today is that they don't believe that this proposed high voltage transmission line has been well thought out. They think more consultation needs to be had with community stakeholders. Many of the farmers here have had their land for hundreds of years. We spoke to seventh generational farmers who are concerned that their livelihoods will be lost, but they've also got grave concerns for the natural environment too. They believe these transmission lines could pose a real threat in terms of bushfires. We've also spoke with Andrew Wiedemann. He's the Southern Director of Grain Producers Australia, and he says the point of today is to try and get the message across to the Victorian government that this is not just an issue that will affect them, that this will affect generations moving forward.
Essentially, the outcome of this is about getting that confidence from the Victorian government to actually sit down, listen and look at the alternative plan, because, as I've said, it's intergenerational what they're planning, and we need to make sure that the plan is appropriate for the future.
Ash, it's pretty remarkable just how quickly this area has packed out full of people. There are dozens, if not hundreds of signs, as well as, of course, the dozens of tractors that we see right now driving along Spring Street. The Nationals leader, David Littleproud, has arrived. He'll be giving a speech, we believe, shortly, showing his support for the cause. Again, this is all in relation to a proposed high-voltage overhead transmission line to be built across Victoria's west. Farmers here are calling for more consultation to be done, and they're calling for a proposal that they've put forward to be read by the Victorian Premier Daniel Andrews.
Holly, thank you. Live there at the front of State Parliament.